Hey guys, it's Jocelyn Francis here from Insono, and today I'm going to take you guys down to the studio and I'm going to give you guys some tips and tricks on how to use Logic Pro X. Let's go. Okay, so we're here now in the Insono studio, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do a turntable effect on Logic Pro X. So what I mean by this is basically giving the effect that the record that you are working with has been stopped via either a hand or just pressing the stop button on a turntable. This is a popular effect with like hip hop records, grime records, to kind of like emphasize drops or use punch words. Anyway, let's get on and show you guys how to do this. So this is a project that I have been working on in my group called Indigo Palace. I'm using this purely because it's my track and I have the right to use it. The actual tune was produced by a guy called Addy, a really good producer. You should check his stuff out on SoundCloud. I have a small drop here which I'll play you now.
Do this, let me do this all night, all night, all night, all night, all night, all night. Faded on my own, leave me alone. I don't want to ask my phone.
So as you can see there, it's kind of subtle. It's a very slow drop, which, you know, most of the time people wouldn't normally do that slow. I did it for a personal effect with this track because I wanted to give the effect that I was faded and I'd had too much to drink. Excuse me, I burped. But yeah, so I'm gonna show you piece you through how I do this on a new part of the track. So if we just loop this section here, the beat, find a nice bit, get the clip going, make sure I spend some time. So there's a bit there where it actually already does it subtly in the beat, but what I'm gonna use that part to emphasize it. So what I'll do is I'll select that part by using the cut section, which you can find here, and then I use it as my secondary click. So I just hold down Command and I trim in the parts that I want to. When you're doing this technique, it's good to try and loop it in at the start of a bar and then at the end of the bar, just so it all sounds neat and in time. Obviously it's, you know, but that works on a track by track basis. It might work totally different for you. So anyway, let's get this going. So then I will create a new track. So I'll duplicate that by holding down Command and then D to duplicate the track that I'm working with. I will then pull this section down. Right, so now when I play it sounds exactly the same. It's smooth, there's no pops, there's no cracks. What we are going to do to the track might affect it slightly differently, but I'll show you how to clean that up after. So the way that I do it, and there is a few different ways of doing this, so I'll probably get like a bunch of comments saying, oh, there's an easier way. But the way that I do it, I find that I have the most control over the timing of the slowdown, the pitch, all sorts of things. I use automation to do this. So what I'll do is I'll go to my track, and I will then get the Apple plugin called AU Pitch, which is there, and I'll open that and I'll leave it there. I don't need this, I don't need to see it at the moment, so I'll click off of that. And then what I do is by pressing A, I open up my automation screen, and you can see a bunch of lines, and basically this is where you can change presets on effects and certain preferences on the effects in real time. So by clicking this, I get a list of everything that I can change, and as you can see now I have the AU pitch up as it's been selected onto the channel. So I'm going to go down to pitch here. Now this is selected, and then what I do is I click here and I get my pencil tool up. Now by pressing down Command, my pencil tool comes up, And what I can do is click, and the track has now highlighted the line. Now I can change this line. So if I zoom in, make it a bit easier for you guys to see, I can now hold down Command, click where I want to click there. I mean, you don't have to use a pencil, but you can do it in, you can have more control again over like exactly where you're doing it with the pencil. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the first part as it comes into the new section at, well, it's not at 0, but where it started, so it's so it opens up. Oh my god, I can't talk today. Where it comes in at the right pitch, and I'm going to drag this down all the way to as low as it will go, and then now let's see where we're at. Right, so cool, we've got our turntable effect, and if you're happy with it there, you can leave it there, but I'm going to show you a few more things that you can do to, you know, emphasize it, make it feel a bit real. So if I was stopping the turntable, you know, if I actually physically had one, when I let go, it would speed back up and go back to the track. So and that's going to make it sound much more natural if we manage to achieve that in this instance as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another mark on my track, but I'm going to push it back, because when you let go of a turntable, it can, depending on how you're working it, it will speed back up to its regular time a lot faster than it possibly would have slowed down, depending on the turntable, depending on the sound. But I like it when it does that. So I'm going to click there, and what I'm going to do is I'm now going to drag that down to my last point, and I'm going to push this back up to, I mean, around about the right place, if I can find it. It's difficult. Let me zoom in a bit more. Okay, cool, that'll do, close enough. And let's have a listen now. So as you can see, it's flowing back into the track. We're getting a much smoother transition with that. So listen to it again. Cool, now it's starting to sound like a proper turntable stop. So back up here, and that's basically the basic knowledge. With that, you can then go and adapt it even more by adding more automation to it, and make it sound even crazier. I mean, a lot of the time, if I'm going to do a stop like that, I'm doing it for a reason, to set an effect, to change the mood, to, you know, keep the track going, keep pace to it. So I might alternate the pan, so when it sounds like it stops, it's stopping from the left to the right, so it goes like, do you know what, let me show you. So quickly back to the automation, drop this down, click here, pan, zoom in, get the pan there. So now, and I want to drag that all the way up to the top, so that's as far left as it will go. I click here and I drag this all the way down, so that's as far right. So now it's going to go like this. So let's have a listen. And back in. And you can, you know, the possibilities are endless with this. I'm going to do a couple more tutorials on this kind of stuff. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it was informative. It was quite short, quite basic, but this is my first tutorial like this, so I didn't want to go into too much crazy detail. But if there is anything that you'd like me to show you guys, please write it in the comments below. And check out our Facebook page and our website, which will be up and running soon. Insono Entertainment, or just Insono on Facebook. We do private tuition sessions. The studio you can rent and use with our engineering, which is fantastic here. And yeah, have a great day. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.